1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2.
This broadcast is presented to you by Mayo Clinic, the #1 hospital in the world.
Good afternoon, lords, ladies and legends. Welcome to the EMAAR Cup, the tournament of epic proportions. Day 2 here, and we've got Noon versus El Basha. We've seen these teams play quite a bit already this season, and this is their first game in the EMAAR Cup campaign. Noon are the reigning champions. They won this tournament last year. El Basha have been very, very close. Noon in white today, El Basha in blue and pink. Beautiful day here. It's 12 o'clock. Noon, good timing. I'm Tim Ward. I'll be your host and take you through today's game. Just the one game today. And then games just about every day through to the 15th of February, where we have the big final. So for Noon Polo at number 1, Bautista Alberdi at 2. Replacing Alabar, we have Faisal Ubrodi. At 3, Martin Ferrari. And at 4, Marcos Pinello. Versus El Basha at 1, Hani Jabshe. At 2, Eluan Badarello. 3 is Thomas Willans. And at the back, Juan Ambrosio. Both 12-goal teams. In the ball goes, and we are underway here. And Willans wins it out the back. He's gone over, but he's lost it here. To Noon. Willans coming straight back onto it. He'll start on Elsa. He always starts on this chestnut horse. Elsa Willans. Extremely all-rounded player is Willans. Captain of the El Basha team rolls his wrist and plays it up to Ambrosio. But there first is Pinello. Fakes the backhand and turns it. Brings it back inside. Waits for Alberti to help him out. But Ambrosio might have got the steal. No, he can't touch it there. A nice pass up to Oh, it's Ferrari. Ferrari sends it up to the front there, where Alberti's waiting nicely. Great team play from Noon early on. Out to the right-hand side, Alberti's on a flyer. Under the next shot attempt. Didn't quite get hold of it, but a good sign of things to come there. Great teamwork as Pinello controls it at the back. Ferrari supports him and sends the pass up to number 1, Alberti, who's an attacking, fiery player playing up at the front. Ball went over the back line, but we do get a whistle, I think, just to wait for... So the ball starts on the back line once the umpire says play. And Ambrosio brings it in for El Basha. Bauti Alberti waits with him. He goes right to Willans, who breaks away on Elsa. Finds a lot of space there for himself. Watch out for the pink shirts as they go running. Pinello waits with Willans. He has to hit or run. That's a hit toward the middle. Badarello trying to come onto it. But the marking from Noon so far has been immaculate. Ambrosio did pick that up. Fakes a backhand and turns it himself. Then sends one right up to the front. Watch out for Willans. He's come through to the front now on Elsa. Stretching away. Wants to go for the under the neck shot. Doesn't have room to take it. And he asked for the foul there. We get a whistle. We can have a look on the replays there. We've got the third man, Santi Torreguitar, with the VAR, and he can watch. Willans wanted to go for the under the neck shot. I think he's saying that the white shirt was underneath his swing, stopping him play. But what I'm hearing, it is a technical going the other way. The appealing must have been too loud and aggressive. Umpires aren't having any of that. So it'll be a hit, looks like, to Noon from the halfway line. Bauti waits with, Ferrari waits with Pinello. Bauti brings this one in on Excessiva. Plays a little pass out to Marcos Pinello. He winds up for a big shot, but gets a deflection there, and it comes straight into the back of the horse, so the umpires won't be having that either. A dangerous shot, I believe. Can't be hitting into the back of the horse there, so back it goes to El Basha. Ambrosio for El Basha. Plays a little pass out to Willans. Comes onto that line. Jabshay's gone long. Ambrosio then goes up for the 1-2. Getting marked, though. Very, very close. The Noon players are doing a great job in defense so far. Pinello turns it. Nice under the neck shot across the field there. Actually, it didn't quite reach the man. Ferrari's able to turn around back onto that and play it back to Pinello. Good passing here from Noon. Well organized team. They've shone as one of the better sort of teams that play together as a team. Got to the final of the UAE Polo Federation, the Big 12 goal here before this one. An attack there gets stopped. Oh, they're all meeting it at the moment, and Pinello comes through with it. Up into the 30-yard line. Not a lot they can do in defense. Takes a shot. I think it came off a stick. Badarello managed to block it. Whether he was in front or not, or whether they'll just get the deflection off the stick and get the 60, we'll see. Or whether it was a foul, umpires will discuss it. Noon looking very good, though. The teamwork they're putting together. So they're going to get the penalty here. Badarello was in the way on that goal shot. So they're going to get the penalty from the middle, from the 30-yard. Bouty Alberti. Bouty on excessiva, a nice, steady, slow swing, slots that one through and gets Noon off the mark. 1-0 as we are coming up to the halfway point in Chukka number 1 here. Noon playing a very strong game, not giving El Basha an inch. And then some good passing on the way down to get that penalty and to get that goal. Umpires blow the whistle there to give the players a chance to change horse halfway through this Chukka. Shaping up to be a good game early on. Both teams playing well. The field looks in fantastic condition here. As the players make their way back onto the field. Willans has got off Elsa onto Gajega. Hani has got off Heineken and onto Pique. Eloan is on Maracana and Juanchi on Griga. Impressive cavalry they have, El Basha. Beautiful horses. Another very solid team. They played with the same lineup last year. And they gel very, very well. 2 strong teams out here now. As they line back up in the middle. Pops out straight away to Bouty Alberti. Bouty is on Gurisa. Oh, he didn't get that one very well. And Willans will jump back onto that. On Gajega. Turn it around. He's got no one to pass to just yet. Ambrosio and Badarello go forward. And there's Hani as well. Pass up to Hani. Doesn't quite reach him. It's stopped here. And turned by Bouty in the air as well. Opens up and gives it to Pinello. Pinello will want to get there. He does as well. One time down the ground. And it's hard and fast as Ferrari's going to try and get onto this one to finish it off with a cut shot. Backs it with an open backhand. Did he get the angle? Not quite enough angle, or too much angle even on the backhand. But a great play, quick counter-attack for Noon. 1-0 the scores remain. El Basha. Slight change in the lineup as they had last year. They had one different player. Garros was in there. He's replaced now by Juanchi. Steal here in the middle for Noon. Little clever little backhand. Didn't find the man, but Bouty comes up to clean it up. Big push from Thomas, and the shot came through. It did catch the horse, so whether the player was in front of the shot or the shot was a dangerous one, we'll find out. I think it was a bit of a wild shot, so we'll have a penalty from the spot to El Basha. Ambrosio and Willans at the back. Ambrosio takes it. He's got Willans behind him. Jabshe goes forward. He leaves it there for Willans. Badarello's doing work, trying to open up the gap and open up the back door to let these players. It's a nice 1-2, but again, solid defense this time from Alberti and a good backhand. Up to Ferrari. Running around the outside of Willands there. Ferrari gets beaten by the bouncing ball. Brony can't pick it up behind him. Quick little turn here, and Noon are back on the attack. Left there. Whoa, so clever little steal from Ambrosio, that experienced player, but he's got two shirts around him. No one helping him out here. And he has indeed lost it to Pinello. Pinello's so good with those long arms of his, reaching out and getting the steal, but that bouncing ball, again, they go underneath it. Alberti leaves it. Oh, a bit of miscommunication there. He left it for Pinello, but Pinello was on his way for the pass, and they've lost possession here, up at the front. Battarello is able to leave it there for Ambrosio. Ambrosio sends it back into the middle, but I think Battarello's been taken out by Pinello. He's coming across the goal there with an underneath the neck shot. Nice play, going around a different direction this time, but he's under a lot of pressure. El Basha here, not letting them escape. Nice play from Ferrari, but he gets hooked out by Willands. And Pinello cleans up. Opens up. Hits it forward, but little backhand won't be enough. Pinello will bring it forward, keep the charge going here for Noon. Taking it out to the left, giving him some space. Opens up for the cut shot, but he shanks that one to the left-hand side. Battarello will come and try and stop the backhand. Didn't manage to stop the backhand, but put enough pressure to force the mistake. It goes over the back line, and the first chukker is over. So, bit of a deadlock. We got that one goal from Noon. Beautiful team goal ended up with a penalty. Some nice plays from both teams, but the defence from both teams has been very impressive. Just the one goal on the board. Noon 1, El Basha 0. We'll be back shortly for the second chukker. So we'll have a look at some of these goals. Aiden Al-Ahmed was there to finish that one, I think. Well, this was Aiden's goal here. Did great there to pick up the pass from Kaku. Had a lot of work here, but he's good at that. He's been practicing that on his one-wheeler. Welcome back, Polo Legends, to the second chukker. Noon versus El Basha here in the qualifying stages. First game for these guys in the EMAAR Cup 2026. There's a beautiful car by 212, sponsored by Legend Motors, up for grabs here for the winning team. Get the car. It's up to them who gets it out of the four players. There's also 120,000 dirhams for the winning team, 75,000 for the runners-up. So, some extra incentive in this tournament, and of course, your name on the beautiful EMAAR Cup, the coveted trophy in its 7th year. So, at the end of that play, there was a backhand that came in onto the field, and we weren't sure whether it came off a white stick or a pink stick. They had to go back to the replay to see if it was a corner or not, if it was a safety 60, whether it came off the defendant stick or the attacking stick, and it's been judged as a corner. It must have been blocked, come off the El Basha stick, so it's going to be a hit from 60 yards out for Noon Polo. Marcos Pinello is teeing it up. Horse to watch out for is Bautiel Birdie, this chucker on Choskua. Penalty was strong, but hooked ever so slightly to the left-hand side. Close call. 1-0. The score stands. Ambrosio from the back line. Little pass up to Willans. Comes around and onto the line. Ambrosio goes forward and then comes back in behind. They're taking their time patiently. He leaves it there for Ambrosio, who then goes round to beat Pinello. Put it up to Jabshe. Nice pick up by Hani. Jabshe still on the line is Hani, and as he comes round for the second shot, gets a little bit of wood on it, but Pinello takes control, turns it round. And across the field again he goes, using the space, using the width of the field, sends it right into the middle. Stretches out for the pass. Oh, look at that pass, right to the stick of Bouty. Oh, big swing and the miss, but he's got time to come back onto that one. Just score a little bit slow onto that. And Willans was claiming the line back onto it. And he's got himself a penalty here. He was the last man as well, Willans, on his way to the goal, as he got stopped. So we'll see. This will go to at least the 60. Gone past the 60, up to a 40-yard penalty for El Basha. Very good chance for them to even things up here. Ambrosio then tees the ball up and comes round to take the 40. Lovely strike. High it goes, and the flagsman's not sure there. I think that looked like it may have gone wide, but Noon might have crossed the line too early. Yeah, that's what's confirmed. So they'll have another go at this one. Noon just came offside, crossed the line before the ball was struck. So he's lucky enough to get another go at it. And that one goes through. So the equaliser, 1-goal all, with 5 minutes left of the second chukker here in the EMAAR Cup, the tournament, the biggest tournament on the calendar here at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club. It's going to be a big day on February the 15th. And if you're in Dubai, you should certainly come along. It's free to come and watch. You can bring a picnic and watch down the middle here. It's a great afternoon polo, with some big prize money up for grabs. Ball goes in and out of the back of the line out. Ferrari sweeps around and takes this one, turns it back in, waits for Marcos Pinello, his captain, to help him out. Little clip to him, but it's been spotted there, and the big backhand comes in. Watch out for Ambrosio on the breakaway. Picks it up on the near side beautifully in the air, then sends it out toward the goal. Has a look behind him. He's been hunted down here, but he'll get there first, Ambrosio, and took it into the goal. And that's a well-scored goal from Ambrosio. The steal came in from Willans. A good backhand, well picked up in the air on the near side from Ambrosio. Then he had one thing to do, and that was run flat out as fast as he can to get away from Ferrari. And he managed to do it and keep the ball straight. Takes them into the lead for the first time. 2-1. And he goes out the back of the line out again. Ferrari collects it. And Pinello on the near side. They push him right out to the boards. Oh, he stopped around, comes back onto that. That horse spun around from there. He's got to be careful not to lose it here. Willands is claiming the line, but Pinello, I think, has got control of this. Nice slow swing up to Bouty. Alberti is pushing on forward. Alberti gets hooked by Willands. Oh, sorry, Badarello, who plays a little backhand as well. Willands comes in to try and collect it. They'll have to clear the road here, give Willands a chance to come back around onto it. Ambrosio sweeps in behind him. Pinello has got the ball at the side there, and he's going himself, head down, running straight into the danger zone. Under the next strike is good, but just too much angle to the left. So we've seen a lot of good chances here. Just go wide of the posts. They'll change horse there. Well into the second chukker, under 3 minutes left. Some great polo being played. They're just struggling to convert the chances. So, on the screens, we see El Basha changing onto their horses, their fresh horses. Willands getting off Turista and on Milhoja. Hani is on Maryland. This chukker. Badarello will get on Emotiva. Juanchi on Maestra. So a good effort there from Marcos Pinello, darting into the middle and striking the under the neck shot, just pushing it wide left. So from the back line, Juanchi on Maestra brings it in. Nice shot out to the boards. But Pinello read it like a book and picked it up. It's always the good players. They never seem to be chasing the ball. They put themselves in place and the ball seems to come to them, the very best players. Pinello looking very good off his 6 goals in the tournaments we've had so far. A whistle there, possibly for blocking, possibly live blocking. We'll get confirmation. Possibly not. And they're moving this all the way past the halfway line. So I heard it was a technical, actually. Some talking back to the umpires. And they've given away a 60-yard penalty from way back there. It's careless. Thomas Willands on Milhoja. Strong hit the backboards right at the back, but hooked it slightly to the left. So the players haven't quite got their radars in yet this game. So good polo being played, but not many goals. 2-1. El Basha lead. That pass goes out to the side to Pinello. He'll bring it back into the middle as Bouty goes forward. That's a nice pass up to Bouty. Hits it at speed across the middle there. Bouty breaking away on this fast little horse. Look at her go. She's only small, but she can fly. Coming back in Badarello to try and stop him. Gets the hook. Good work from him. Saved almost a certain goal and leaves it there for Willands to turn it around. He'll hold on to it a little bit. A little bit of a show and go. Takes it further away from his goal. Across the front and then set his way down the field as Badarello is now at the other end with Bouty. Bouty gets there and plays a little backhand. Picked up by Marcos Pinello. He lofts one over the top, and watch out for your Brody here up at the front. But there is Wanchi. Nicely done to get onto that and pick it up. Take it to the side. Leaves it there, though, for Ferrari. Wanchi's back onto him. Pinello is unmarked at the back. Collects this. Sneaks past one man. Tucks it inside. You've got to be careful not to foul him here. They get the backhand. Slightly frantic defense. Not out of the woods yet. Oh, Bouty thought he could come around, but charging straight down the line was Wanchi. He got a little bit scrappy in the middle there for a bit. And another whistle. So too many fouls from both of these teams. They're just unable to get the game going. Tensions are high out there. There's a lot to play for. Even though this is the first game, so a loss here isn't the end of the world. They're still in the running, even if they have a loss here. It's just the qualification stages. Nevertheless, a win will put them in good stead to make it through to the semis. Willands from the halfway. One time down the ground. It'll just about reach the 60-yard line. Coming onto it is Wanchi. Wants to get a clear path through, but he somehow gets stopped. And coming out with the ball is Pinello. Watch out for Bouty, the runner on this little mare. She's running flat out with her head down out to the front. But Willands picks him up on the way through. And Pinello has to check up, weave a little bit in and out, try and find some space for a pass out to Ferrari here. Ferrari comes onto it, just about holds onto the ball as well. And then turns it back in toward the goal. Holds it there for a second before taking a shot at the goal. They'll have to stop it. They have done, right in front of the line. And then Wanchi Ambrosio comes away and takes it away. Not very far, but followed up by Badarello. Playing well off his 2 goals is Badarello. Big part of the team is L1. Did a complete 360 with the ball. There's the hooter. 30 seconds left of the first half. Wanchi getting past Ferrari. Coming down at speed. Now he's still got, he's got the man up at the front. Badarello, and it's 2 men up at the front, unmarked at the moment. Right at the end of the half here, they got a great chance to get a goal. Badarello's got a couple of taps more, puts it inside the 30. 10 yards to go. The half swing finishes good. And they'll end on a high. The first half, El Basha taking them to 3-1 at the end of the second. Well, it's a breakaway goal. There's a bit of lack of communication, a bit of a mix-up in the middle there, and a breakaway from El Basha. Elawan under pressure, made no mistake and put it through. So, half-time here. El Basha gets 2 goals into the lead. It's 3-1 versus Noon. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for the second half.
Hi, my name is Adan Ahmed Fatmawi. I started playing polo around 3 years ago at the academy, and I started taking polo seriously around last season. So basically, I was doing horse riding in the desert, and then it was so far away, so we decided to come to the club because it was nearer. and I was meant to be doing a riding lesson. Then my mom accidentally booked me for a polo lesson. I went to it and I was shocked. Why am I doing polo? I tried polo and I loved it, and I've been playing ever since. The story with Ale, when I got my first horse, I was in the academy. Ale was delivering the horses to me. Then he gave me some lessons from time to time. Then after that, we started taking polo seriously with him, and it's been amazing with him. Last season was a bit tough. We won the subsidiary final, but then this season we decided, look, the old shirts were bad luck, so we decided to change the shirts for this season, and this season we're seeing how it goes. So far we won. Basically, I'm originally Syrian, but I was born in the UK. I have many family in the UK, and my nationality is from the UK, so. My favorite player is probably Yetta Castagnola, because he's so smart in the play. Like, he's always like 2 or 3 steps ahead of everyone, and his skills are like unbelievable. The hoverboard helps you completely, and it's so fun because you can like feel like Yetta, but without being on a horse on the hoverboard.
We come back from the halftime break with the innovative play of the match, Mayo Clinic breakthrough moment. A lot of time here to turn it, little backhand to himself. Aiden makes the run up forward. That is the pass up to Aiden. He's got lots of space up at the front too. This game is really starting to open up now. Aiden checks up and goes for the tap toward the goal. 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 will be enough if he can finish it off. There it is, goal time for Aiden. Al Ahmed Ketmawi, the 15-year-old, great job from him. Nice open polo all round. Katko Raja turning it himself with a little backhand and then sending the pass to Aiden. He ran into space.
On the far side of the stand, over in front of the beautiful clubhouse here, the Equestrian Club. Back on Kazega, who played the second half of the first tracker. He's won the line on that. Comes in under the neck, but you've got a whistle when you play. Let's see what happened in the middle of that. Retreating, and the battle will start with it. World contract. It's like the boys going long. He could really have first. How he comes away with it. Second one. Lash it up high. He comes down in front of the pairs. That's the Canelo sweeps in to take it. Then in the backhand, across into the middle of the field there. Risky play. And the backhand comes in for El Paso. It's right in front of the goal. Ferrari gets there. His backhand doesn't come off. And it's an easy finish here for El Paso to make it 4. All for that now. El Paso looking very, very good here. Capitalizing on that. Slight mistake perhaps in defense. It's not getting rid of it. So El Paso were all over it. the process. The backhand comes into Albasha, but Panelo's around onto it. He'll take it under the neck this time. Nice playing it out into the space. Nice to watch. Oh, he's going to come back around onto that one, but he does. There before it, tucks back inside. Bouncy runs round the outside of it, but he sends it toward the goal. The flag, not sure, and then it stays down. Down to the right. Brings it in, left, it goes to Williams. And Dajig will cut it back inside across the field. And the slim looking fine dark horse. Brings it into the middle, but our Bernie wants to get it, we will get it. The move, turning round the outside, gets it down there by Panorama. Good play by him. Goes on to Roller, takes it out and then plays it backhand as well. Bouncy will get there first though. Here's Pearl backhand, won't find the man. He's going to be picked up by Ambrosio here. Ambrosio's got a couple of white shirts in front. He sneaks past one of them. But doesn't hold on to it. Canelo picks it up. He's got no one to pass it. Has he got a fast enough horse to get away from Gajega? Looks like he might do here. This long, rangy looking chestnut can really stretch out and get away up in the front. Tucks it in towards the goal, into the near side. Williams still chasing him down and gets the backhand just in time. And watch out for the meat here. As well, Ambrosio came through for the meat. This is when he crossed the line just beforehand. Charging down the line with Bouncy our way. Ambrosio thinks he has space to come round now, but the heading part of his horse did cross the line. The umpire could have seen it, and they turned the whistle on that meat. So they're going to change horse here. 3 minutes 52 to go. Almost one on back to lead. Got a 30-yard penalty when they come back for me.
So it's going to be a 30-yarder. And it goes through nicely. So 4 goals to 2. We're back within a 2-goal game here. 3 minutes 40 left of Chukka number 3. Noon Polo in white. On the comeback, so they hope. Al-Basha win the line out. Oh, but Bounty snuck in behind Ambrosio and got the steal on the near side there. Then he went for a backhand, which drew the whistle. So, like I said, although we've seen some beautiful polo here today, fantastic team plays, have been a few too many fouls from both teams. Al-Basha will take the hit then, just inside the halfway. shout out to Lisa, who's watching. Thanks for tuning in on Polo Line TV. Here is Willands. Takes it across the field. Himself here. Leaves it behind, but he's fine. He's got his man Ambrosio behind. He takes it on a little bit more. Wants the foul, but he played it there. And he's lost possession here. The counter-attack sent down the ground by Ferrari. And trying to pick it up here is Bauti. But Willands does well in defense to ride him off and play a solid backhand right to the stick of Ambrosio. He has to tuck it back first. Trying to get it away from Pinello here. Easier said than done, but he manages to do so. Get it out to the board. So Willands will come back to pick it up. He's got Ambrosio still behind him, but a bit of bad luck. Puts it over the boards. Now it's going to be a hit just inside the boards there for Noon. Pinello has hold of it. Brings it himself a little bit as Badarello comes into challenge. He's left it behind there. Badarello comes back onto it. He's going to wait for his man to come and help him out. He's all alone with two white shirts around him. He's done well just to stand strong and wait for his man there, Willands, to pick it up, who comes past one man. Lord, he's paid a nice little pass up to Ambrosio, who comes charging around the outside. Heads up toward the goal now. He's getting chased. He's got a man in front and behind. Head goes down. Plays over to the near side. Does he get it through? Oh, it's been hooked out to the right-hand side. But another example of how quickly El Basha jump on the mistakes made by Noon Polo. Bauti then from the back line this time. Under the neck shot to Pinello. He'll have to come round to meet it, but he's got time and space to do so. And then play a nice pass back to Bauti. Good play by those two professionals. Bauti's got Ferrari up at the front if he's got room to make the play. Oh, sorry, this is Ferrari. Ferrari then just puts it over the boards, unfortunately for him. So Basha will start. What are their plans? Willands takes it himself over the halfway line. Ambrosio comes in behind him if he's needed. He does. He leaves it there for Ambrosio. Sends one out to the left-hand side where he saw Hani Jabshe in space, who plays a great shot up toward the goal with that half swing. And one more would finish it. It's out to the side. But a great play. Teamwork. Oh, it's been finished. My word, what a beautiful goal. Another example of El Basha just capitalizing on every little chance they have. That was a fantastic team play there as Willands brought it in, played it up to Ambrosio. Ambrosio saw Jabshe out in space on the left-hand side, sent it over to him, who played it up forward. And it was just going out, and El Basha flicked it in the goal mouth. With 8 seconds left, we're going to get another play before the end of this chucker. It's 5-2 now as El Basha are really starting to find their groove. That backhand got deflected, but still, Ferrari's got hold of it. He was told to tell, but he turned it around nicely, Ferrari. Now bringing it himself. He's got some space in the middle. The ball's bouncing, but he picks it up on the bounce beautifully. Finds up to Jabroni, who does well to get a near-side shot. The next one didn't come off. The backhand comes away, and they've got to watch out for the counter-attack here with 10 seconds to go. Ambrosio will be just keen to take it as far down the ground as he can. His horse is running out of gas, but he's got one big shot down the field. That's all he's going to have time for. The hooter goes, and the chucker ends, and this game is really getting going now. El Basha are in the lead. 5-2 at the end of the third. One more chucker to go. Noon Polo team have some work to do in the last. Let's see how they get on. We'll be back at Polo Line TV shortly. 5-2, El Basha lead versus Noon. Polo Line TV, we can have a look at some of the goals. Prado there slotting it through. I don't know how many they missed, but not many. A&M, they just had a phenomenal day of polo. They made it look easy. Look at here, Okiza, Pali Okiza taking out Lukine and putting that one through on the near side. Really, really good goals. Every chance just about went in. It was their day, A&M, but they've made a statement. They're here to win. And Gaga.
This broadcast is presented to you by Mayo Clinic, the #1 hospital in the world.
Welcome back, Polo legends, for the very last chukker here. It's 5-2. And Noon have got some work to do. Let's see what they've got. They'll bring out their best horses now in this chukker. They've just got to close down on those mistakes because El Basha are making the most of their chances now. Took a little while for them to find their groove, but they're playing very, very well indeed. Shout out to Bada Gaga from the Gaga Polo team. He's studying hard, watching the games here. Gaga played their first game in this 12-goal tournament against a very, very strong AM Polo team. Didn't go too well for Gaga, but perhaps they'll come back. We'll see what they're going to do as they come back. Maybe they'll change the lineup. We don't know. Very well mounted, teaming up with UAE Polo. AM looked outstanding. We also saw Equity have a win over Jehangiri by 1 goal. Aidan Al Ahmed scored a beauty. Right then, this is it. 1 chukker to go in this all-important preliminary match of the EMAAR Cup. Ambrosio's team lead by 3 at the moment. Pinello with a nice backhand. Running onto it is Ferrari, but Ambrosio's there again with a beautiful near-side backhand. Read so well there by Pinello. Look at that drive down the field, and he's got Ferrari up at the front. Coming back to get him, though, is Willans. Ferrari in the air. One more will do it. It's going to be a tricky finish, and Willans put just enough pressure to stop him. Ambrosio then from the back. Holds on to it for a little bit. Oh, he's still got hold of it, but it's under some pressure here. He's getting heavily marked by Alberti. Peels back around here. Confident play, and he's found himself a little bit of space. Still got it, then flicks it across the front of his own goal pretty much. Ambrosio, a couple of white shirts came in to make the play, and we get a whistle. Now, it's being dropped down in front of the goal mouth here. With Noon on the attack, a good chance for them to get back within 2 goals. They've got themselves a short penalty. 30-yarder, I think. Ambrosio comes round to take it. Not the cleanest of shots. Sorry, it was Ferrari. Apologies on the name there, but Ferrari for Noon. Not the cleanest of shots. He's put his 30 wide to the left. And that was a big let-off there for El Basha. They take the hit in and get it down to the halfway line. Elouan flat out down the ground, gets hooked there by Ferrari, but it gets sent back up Nicely by Hani, Jabshe, and Elouan Badarello is back onto this one. Checks up, waits for his teammates this time, and then leaves it again for Hani. Coming through is Pinello to get the steal. Gets a touch onto it, but it heads it back out toward his own back line. Gets the backhand, though. It comes out and hits the boards. Ambrosio collects it on the near side. Skillfully done, but gets ridden out by Ferrari. He takes it across his own goal in this beautiful little black horse, Ferrari. Pinello then sends it right up over the top, back to Ferrari. Got 2-on-1 here. Bouncing ball, they've got to check up and take the time. Told to leave it. Oh, it's not coming through. They're sort of dragging it through. The shots aren't coming clean, and they've all run through, and they've got to be careful of the counter-attack as they're all in attack there. They've left the back door open. Coming back to close it is Pinello. Trying to run through here is Willands. Willands checking up. He's not going to try and run round Pinello just yet. Opens up and takes a shot past him. It was a good effort. Wide to the right. They'll change horse for the last time now. 5-2. Time is ticking away. And it's in favour of... The clock is in favour of El Basha at the moment. Noon will need to get on the board and start their comeback. And they're going to need 3 goals in just over 3.5 minutes. A mountain, a massive effort they're going to need from here. And they need to make no mistakes whatsoever. Noon Polo. So Polo Line is sponsored by Ainsley, MVP Saddles, where passion meets purpose. If you're a polo player and you own your horse, then you should certainly check out Ainsley Saddles. Your horse will be very thankful for it. Three minutes, 38 seconds. Basha have got better and better each chukker, and they lead by 3 goals, 5-2. Okay, from the back line then. Taken by Alberti. Fakes going left, then takes it out to the right. Pinello stays close, but he's made a mistake there. Pinello luckily comes back around onto it, takes it across the field left this time. Has a lot of space, picks the ball up in the bounce. Badarello's coming in to close him down. Ferrari comes around to collect the ball. Then the pass across the middle. This is good stuff, but the pass hasn't quite made the man here. And it's been met by Ambrosio, who plays it out to the side. Now tries to run round Ferrari. Does get past him. Still work to do to get it into the middle from there. Goes for the under the neck shot. Ferrari will be onto this one. Gets a little backhand. And Pinello picks it up. Across the front of his goal, under the neck. Plays it out to Alberti. Nice passing here for Noon. But can they turn this into points? Back onto it is Alberti. Brodi's in behind looking for it. Ambrosio came in to make the play and drew the whistle. And with white in the attack on their way to goal. They'll move it up to the penalty for the 60-yard line for Noon. That's what they need. A penalty is just what they need right now. 2 minutes 27 to go. They need 3 goals. Basha will want to be careful. Pinello hits, not a strong one, and it's just not Noon's day today. Not hitting the ball sweetly. Noon Polo team's just one of those days. It's not coming off. Some days it works and some days it doesn't. So 3 goals they need in just over 2 minutes now. El Basha just have to be careful and not foul, and they should have it in the bag. Out to Willans then. Willans waits for Badarello, then puts it up toward Badarello up at the front. He gets stopped. And Ambrosio gets space there to pick it up and break away up at the front. Ambrosio, lovely looking horse out of the front. Ambrosio now nicely picked up as well toward the goal. Is it going to go through? Sneaks inside the post there and puts them on to 6 goals to 2. And that, I expect, will be the final nail in the coffin. There won't be any coming back from that. Now, well played to El Basha. Again, they managed to make that half a chance into a goal, which is what they've done throughout. Scored some absolute rippers. Not wasting any time. Pass, 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 and a great finish as well. Capitalizing on those half chances that they get. Whereas Noon just couldn't make it happen today. Not their day at all. The ball pops out of the line out. Picked up on the near side by Pinello. Must have crossed the line. A double blow of the whistle there. Pinello went over the near side. Badarello was coming down it. They're going to want to carry on playing right to the end here because there's a chance after the league games. There is a small chance at the games that it might go down to goal difference. And another blow of the whistle. There must be some talking out there. Tensions are very high in this tournament of epic proportions. I believe a yellow card may well have been shown. Well, Ambrosio puts that through and makes it 7-2 now with a minute left of polo to play. And I think the back chat there, I think we got a double yellow card there for Pinello. So they're back onto the field. They're going to have to play this last minute without their 6-goal player. He's in the sin bin. So 3 against 4 for the last 36 seconds here. And, well, they've won the line out here nicely. Straight out of the blocks, Noon, with Ferrari looking to get one back. It'd be a good finish for them. They're little, too late. Does nicely to finish it, though. 3 goals, 3 players on the field, and they get the goal with 18 seconds left just to close the gap a little bit. They needed more of that earlier on, though. And with 10 seconds to go, they're going to call that a day, ladies and gentlemen and legends. Thank you very much for tuning in, and a great day in the office for El Basha. A big win versus the champions. The reigning champions, Noon, have been defeated in their first game, 7-3 in the very first game of the preliminaries for these guys. But El Basha, impressive stuff from them. Great team plays. And superb goals throughout. Game ends after the 4th chukker. 7-3. So Noon got the only goal in the first chukker, 1-0. El Basha then got in the lead in the second chukker, and they held on to that lead. They got 3 goals in the second chukker, 3-1 that ended. And then they held on to that lead, 5-2 after the third and 7-3 after the fourth. So slightly slow start from El Basha in the first chukker, but then they won every chukker after that. A strong game for them, actually. Very promising as we go on into this tournament. We've got plenty of polo to go. All the teams will have 3 games in the league stages before we find out who progresses through to the semi-finals. And we can have a look at the best goals here. This is Ambrosio scoring toward the end there, breaking away and getting perhaps the match winner. Lovely goal at speed and collecting the passes as well to make it happen. This is Hani. I want to see that. Was it actually Hani who finished that, was it? Amazing finish by Hani Jabshe. Great goal from him. And this was another breakaway. That was Badarello breaking away up at the front. So many breakaways here where Noon just made mistakes, left the back door open, and El Basha was so good at making the most of their chances. We'll have a look at the stats of the games in a minute here at Polo Line TV. You can have a look at the pony lines there, where the horses are getting washed quickly and loaded up, taken home. Noon Polo mainly based here, of course. Rashid Alabar was being subbed today by Yabrodi. So just the 1 field goal for Noon Polo, 5 field goals for El Basha. They did play a fantastic game. Throw-ins, more throw-ins won by Noon, surprisingly. 5 throw-ins won by Noon and 3 from El Basha. 9 fouls for Noon, just too many fouls again from Noon. They have to watch out for that. The same story really in the in the earlier tournament they played, the UAE Polo Federation Cup. El Basha kept it pretty tidy with just 5 penalties. Neither team really on fire with the penalties. 2 out of 4 for both of them, and the corner didn't go in. Those double yellow card though for Noon Polo team, as frustration started to show. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming down to the ground or for tuning in online. It's been a pleasure to commentate for you. Tim Ward here, and we look forward to doing that throughout the tournament. We've got more games tomorrow starting at 11 o'clock. The first game will be at Gantut Polo, and then they'll be back here at Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club for 3:30. So do tune in as we continue with the EMAAR Polo Cup 2026.